Hello, welcome back to the show of Maybe You Don't Know, and it's another day and it's a second session. As I promised you, the first session was all about the pictures and the voiceovers that were done by Sanya. So today at the second session, we're going to continue where we winded up, but today I came with an interview with a person. I hope that a lot of people there outside will be very curious to know who is doing the second session with Sanya, but hopefully, when we remember the topic, it's all about hookah smoking. So if we're talking about hookah smoking, I'm with somebody who is around the youth, mostly to 19 to 35 years, always hanging with them. So I welcome a DJ, whatever he's calling himself, a shisha user, a hooker. Welcome.
Wow, I just like the surprise that I've just been given. The surprise is I've been named as one of the hookah smokers. Wow, my name is Ferdinand.
Okay, Ferdinand.
Yeah, I'm a DJ, and most of the time I spend my time with the youth people. So what you just said was like a true confession of what we just keep on seeing every single day in our society. So the people that we spend time more with is what we just keep on experiencing. More hookah shishas, people that are just like keeping on smoking due to the peer pressures and everything. So it's like every day they just keep on people increasing due to the peer pressure and everything.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Like as a DJ, I just want to ask you a silly question. Like how do you feel to be at my studios? Like maybe you don't know. How do you feel to be here?
First
That
of
awkward,
all,
the
I don't
nice,
know, but it seems like nice because you just get a chance to experience and to give your experience to other people, let them know what you know, inform them in different ways, but it's fine, it's good. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here we go for the first question. Is about you're a DJ.
Yes.
You the place that you're having your music on. It's a place that a lot of youth come and a lot of parties are thrown. Apart from other things like liquors, wines, most of these places, a lot of people are really into shisha or hookahs. Can you just explain it a little? What do you understand about hookahs? What are these things?
From my side, or from what I learned from other people and the searches that I've been doing, because you can't use something that you just don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. From what I just experienced is like hookah is something like cigarette, but it's just in a formal way that anyone can smoke in a smart area or in a public area without what can I say, without like not disturbing other people. Like, yeah, you know, when you smoke a cigarette, it's like sometimes it may annoy some people because of the smell, but when you smoke shisha, it's like it has a good smell, it has a good look, so anyone will just like be okay, it's just smoking, and it's like a fancy something to like smoke for anyone. So anyone who is smoking shisha is like seen as a fancy thing. So while the effects that are coming after smoking it are just like bad. So it's like many people like smoking shisha because they want to be seen like fancy, having good time, like smoking in front of people, like I'm smoking, yeah.
We're
I'm
banging,
smoking, yeah,
we're
like
on
you're banging,
parties.
like forgetting the effects that are coming next, you know.
Okay. You talked about the smell. What are these smells? What are they like? How do they smell? What do they keep? You know, for those smell to be sent to every person around, the people who are smoking or the ones who ain't smoking.
The difference between shisha and cigarettes. Cigarettes are made of tobaccos, but shisha is made from tobaccos, but like what you say, like a purified, reduce the quantity and the what they say, the strongness of the tobacco. Then it's like it's made and then it's added flavor. That flavors and the smell is like added into it. So whenever you smoke the hookahs, it's like you smoke something like the same tobacco, but you just like experiencing a different flavor because like it's kept in a flavor, and that flavor is what is just making the smell different. So it's nothing different from that.
By starting like in all those, what are the benefits of the hookahs? What are the benefits of smoking shisha or hookah?
Maybe I can say to my side from what I've just been experiencing. Hookah sometimes helps some people to stop smoking weed, to stop smoking cigarettes, Hookah helps in that kind of situation sometimes kind of situation, but in other part it's like the one who benefits from hookahs and shishas, the one who's selling it, but the one who are smoking it, it's like they're just building themselves some effects for later. You know, sometimes you just like say I may smoke today, but it not may affect me today, but we don't know the
benefits. But it seems that we have no benefits of smoking hookah.
There's no benefit, but the one who is selling may benefit because he just have to
the only benefits for the ones who are dealing with the business.
Yeah.
And the dangers.
Sometimes it helps in reduction of smoking weed and cigarettes, because whenever you just let's say like influence yourself in smoking hookahs, like you just transfer your preference from weeds and cigarettes to hookah. So it's like sometimes it helps some people in a group, but sometimes it destroys also.
Okay.
Yeah.
If a person can smoke hookah, it means the person can also smoke cigarettes. So what's the most harmful thing between the cigarettes and the hookah?
To my side, I can say like hookah is the best thing you can smoke for now, rather than a cigarette, because a cigarette contains a lot of tobacco, and it has, first maybe I can say like a cigarette has a small filter, but compared to a hookah or shisha, it's like the smoke is going to be purified by the water. It's going to be, what can I say, like filtered, like the water fills the smoke. Whenever you smoke, it's a pure smoke, so it's not that hard. The chemicals are just reduced to a little amount, rather than a cigarette.
Okay. The situation you said that the chemicals are being purified by water. How sure that the cigarette has a little filter, as you said, but the water and the pipes and the flavors, all those things, and the charcoal that burns all those stuffs in order to remove the smoke and the flavors and other stuffs. Do you think that's more dangerous than the cigarette? Because as we know that the cigarette's filter has a mark on it that when you reach to this point, you should stop smoking and lit it off. How about the shisha? Because I can find some of the hookahs in some parties that I have been there. They're smoking until they're telling me that their esophagus is like in a pain and what's that?
To my side, I can say like shisha is like more safer than a cigarette, because a cigarette, whenever you smoke it direct from your mouth. It goes direct to your lungs. Different from shisha. Shisha, what affects you is the little, what I can say, droplets of the water that we just, whenever you smoke, the things that come up is like the little droplets. Whenever they enter your throat, that's the problem whenever it comes, because you just take the toxics from the remainder of the shisha that is not needed to be taken. That's the effects whenever comes, or whenever you just keep on consuming it consistently. That's whenever it's gonna affect you.
You're a DJ. Due to your career, I think that you have experienced a lot of flavors, a lot of different types of hookahs. The pipes ones that are pulled with the water, the other ones that are in a form of pen sticks and steams. Yeah. You have seen a lot. But the main question is like, at your side, how do you feel when you take in a hookah?
Maybe I can say it's just the satisfaction of the certain time.
At a certain time?
Yeah, because whenever you just like playing the music, having good vibes, it's like you may be sometimes influenced by the nature of the area or the nature of the people. Sometimes you may not, because like the way people see me, like I smoke every day, but sometimes I may not smoke, I may pretend to be a smoker due to what? To maintain the balance between me and my people. So whenever you just like, I have to go and do work with a soldier, and you're not like seem like a soldier, it's like you're never gonna be a soldier. So if you want to do something like a DJ and you're playing in a club that sells weed and sells hookahs and everything, you just have to decide like, I'll be showing people like I'm doing this, but you're not doing it exactly.
Okay.
But the same effect will happen to you, though you're not doing it the same way that they're doing it. You will be doing it in a certain place, but the people, they will be doing it in a consistent state. So the difference will be there, that you'll be seen as one of them, but not doing the same as they are doing.
Like, I just want an honest answer from you. So when you smoke hookah, do you feel high? Do you feel low? Do you feel dizzy? Do you feel like lonely? What exactly? I want the feeling.
The feeling.
Yes.
The intention of hookahs and everything that we just smoke is like to make you high.
So the hookah makes any person high.
Yeah, in a certain time, due to the certain portion of the chemicals that are found in the hookahs that are usually used to make someone high whenever you smoke it. Like the tobacco is still in there, so whenever you smoke tobacco, it's like it turns you high sometimes.
How many times did you smoke hookah since you started your career?
Yeah, a single portion. Sometimes I smoke it like I can count that.
Like, okay, let's start here.
How many times? Whenever some people come, like there's some people like they come in a club and they like, yo, you serve the DJ like 4 shishas.
Yeah.
So it's like it's hard for you to refuse because like whenever you refuse the shishas, like you're refusing them. So it's like you don't want to be a part of them.
Okay.
So you just have to pretend that the things like that's the process.
Okay. What does the hookah symbolize? What does it symbolize? A lot of people are using it, but what does it actually symbolize to the people? Does it mean peace and unity? Does it mean love sharing? What does it mean?
Fancy and fun.
Fancy and fun.
Yeah.
So it's all hookah is all about fancy and fun.
Yeah. So it's like you can find someone like serious doing serious stuffs in his office smoking shisha. And it's like the places where you can find shishas, the places that they have fancy things, people doing fancy things. Yeah, this is where you can find shisha. So like it shows the fancy where you like I want to experience myself like I'm smoking, but I don't want to smoke something local. So I want to smoke something of so it's like that's fun.
Okay. This is the silliest question ever. You're a DJ and I expect that you're having a lot of girls like, hey, what's up? I'm here, can you see me? Okay, maybe like, did you ever had a girl or any person who is close to you apart from a girlfriend, any person in a family that always interacts you that maybe you're hooking up and all those stuffs and you should just stop it? Anything sort of that?
Negativity and positivity is like seen whenever you're just in a different position or in a different area.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like whenever you're like in a club, you just have to do things for the club. And whenever you're out of the club, you just have to do the different things that don't even relate to the club. So it's like whenever you're having fun, it's like you just have fun for the same time. But whenever you're doing something serious, you just have to do something serious for the next time.
Okay. How much does it take when we're out of shisha a little bit? How much does it take for you to organize a party, and how many shishas do you go and bring to the party? It's confidential.
Yeah, it's confidential. It's like, but sometimes there's some people like they'll be like recommending some parties and they have their certain amount that they say we have this kind of amount and we need something like this and this and this. So you just keep on recommending them, but you just have to take this because of your budget and everything. But so many people they are like we want to do a house party and make sure the house party has as many shishas as we want.
Do you think that cigarettes and hookah are having the same health risks?
Yeah, but cigarettes in a short time, shishas are for long time.
But they both, it's either short or long, but they both result into the same.
Yeah, they both result to the same effects.
Okay. So it was it to the last session of Maybe You Don't Know. You're with Sanya, but you're also with the DJ. His name is Flex. You can also call him Ferdinand. So that's the last session about hookah. So anyone who was out there listening to this, looking at the programs that I posted for the first time on Mesani BTV, then just continue following up for the second session, which is this, and we're done with the second session. Don't forget to subscribe and drop down any comments below. Plus, bye bye.